Today, I was on a skin and hormone clarity call with a woman who asked me, "What is the one thing that has helped you the most with your skin?" She watched my 6 step blueprint. She wanted to learn more about testing, gut testing, hormone testing. You can learn all about my free training, the 6 step blueprint for clear skin, balanced hormones, lasting energy. I'll link it below. But here's what I shared with her. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Kieran. I am a women's functional health practitioner helping you rebalance your gut, skin, energy, and cycle. If you don't know, I had a 6+ year journey of healing hormonal acne naturally where I tried all the things, and I have a whole video separate on that. But in this video, I want to talk about my response to her question. Because on my journey of clearing my skin, I tried many different things. I tried Ayurvedic medicine. I tried naturopathic, topicals that were given to me. I tried apple cider vinegar. I tried cutting out food groups. I tried celery juice. I tried random supplements. Like in 6 years of desperately wanting clear skin, you can try a lot of different things. And in my video that goes through my whole journey, I talk about the hormonal imbalances and the cortisol dysregulation I was dealing with, and all these underlying root causes and stressors that were contributing not only to my skin, but what was showing up in my cycle, what was showing up. I was losing hair at the time, no longer losing hair. Thank God for that. And my emotions, cycle in general, food sensitivity list increasing. Now I can eat the foods I love and, you know, enjoy different foods all around without feeling restricted to a list. And, blood work, incredibly valuable. When I work with women, there's always these underlying pieces. So when we run a stool test, we can be targeting certain overgrowth in the gut that's been contributing to the inflammation, because everyone has a very different journey, whether you've been on antibiotics as a kid or recently, whether you've been on hormonal birth control. And so, what helps one person, there are underlying foundations that will be supportive, but the targeted stuff is all very individual. The way that dairy can completely break you out, someone else might not react the same way. The way that someone has been constipated for the last 10 years, you might not be. Someone might be experiencing reflux, you may not. And so there are these subtle differences, woman by woman. We can take you and your symptoms and everything that's going on in your body, and we're going to find something different happening internally. When it comes to hormonally supporting, your ovulation is always going to cause good in your overall health, because when you support healthy ovulation, your body is making majority of your progesterone when you ovulate. Now your second half of your cycle, you don't feel like you are losing half a month all year long. That's about 184 days, something like that. My math isn't perfect, but around there. And so, following back, circling back to this conversation, one piece of the pie with our 6 foundations, there's one piece that when you support that, things will always get better. And that is supporting your nervous system. And when I say that, I mean we're supporting your cortisol response all day long. And when you see on a Dutch test what your cortisol is showing at different points in the day, because it's 4 samples you take the day, the evening slash morning that you take the test at a specific timing of your cycle, because we're really looking for your progesterone to be typically elevated. We want you to take it 5 to 7 days after you ovulate. So I always have women do their basal body temperature so that we're timing your Dutch correctly, so we're getting accurate results. Supporting that, supporting the safety. And that is something that you have to do every single day. It's not one of those things where, all right, now I'm good. Because when you accumulate the habits that compound over time, now it's just like clockwork. I had my client, she messaged me and I was checking in with her because we've been working together for almost 6 months now, and she said, "I've been more stressed than usual, but a lot of the routines I've implemented have helped me handle the stress way better than usual." And that is the big thing, because now you're implementing things. Now you're seeing your Dutch results, you're seeing your GI map. Maybe we're targeting overgrowth, supporting your hormones at the same time, but that's going to compound and impact your cortisol, because it's not one thing that doesn't impact something else in your body. When you support your blood sugar, you're supporting your cortisol, you're supporting your insulin as well. It's this interconnected piece. And that is the beauty of our system. When we help one area, it shows up in another. And that is why I talk a lot about cortisol on this channel. I'll talk about getting your morning sunlight. I will talk about incorporating the PFF rule into your meal times, because it makes a difference. And then the added support when you're working with someone you trust, that accountability, that let me give you targeted insight, makes a world of a difference. Because I always make the joke that no client messages me more than I message them, because I'm always thinking about you in the back of my head. Okay. And so if there's one piece to start with, it's creating those routines where you feel centered in your day to day. You know in your gut that one thing that's going to move the needle. And if you feel like it's the right time to take that next step, it probably is. So I'm going to link my free webinar, the 6-step blueprint for clear skin, balanced hormones, and lasting energy, in the description. And as always, I'm sending you love wherever you are.